Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne, and that's me. Tonight, I have a special guest with me. This is Jamie Norton. She is a certified medium with the center in New York State as well. She's gone through the courses, and she's here to work with me tonight to help with the messages. Before we get going, just letting folks know that I don't choose who I read for, or we don't choose who we read for on these shows. Spirit chooses for us. So just keep your name in the feed, either with an emoji or a hi or something else along those lines, or your loved one's name. You have a better chance of getting called on at that point. Also, please, tonight we are going to be pulling a name for the free 15-minute reading with me. And that's a thank you to everyone for sharing the video. Sally Chenille won last night, so
I already pulled it.
I expect to hear from her. And yeah, we already pulled the name for tonight.
Yes.
But I'm going to hold off and get handing it out for a little bit.
Okay.
Just to keep them going. Also, Friday night circles. This Friday at 7:30 in the evening. Come on down. At 48 Main Street. We'll have a wonderful time. Also, I wanted to let folks know that beginning January 8th, which is the second Saturday of the month in January, we will begin having circles every Friday and Saturday night, because we're having a lot of people saying that they can't make Friday nights, do better on the weekends and vice versa. Some people will come to one, some will come to all of them. But either way, come on down. Both evenings at 7:30. It starts. Everything is explained before we get going, so there's no surprises. And I can promise everyone that shows up will receive a message, whether it's from me or one of the other mediums. We have no way of knowing that till we sit in circle. Okay. Wow, we got a bunch on real quick. Mm-hmm. Hello, folks. All right. Do you want to start us off tonight, or do you want me to start?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Carrie Calhoun, how you doing? Carrie, as soon as I seen your name, I felt myself being pulled back, like I'm being pulled back out of a picture or out of a situation. And with that is a woman's hand. I believe this is personal because she's not giving me a lot of information, Carrie. All she's saying is you've got to step back. You have to step back. You can't go forward with this. It's not good for you. I don't know what this is. She's telling me that you do. You've been hemming and hawing about doing something here. And she's saying, just don't do it. Do yourself a favor. Don't do it, and give yourself some time to rest. You've been doing too much too fast. And she's concerned about your health, Carrie. She's concerned that things haven't been right for a while, and she just wants you to take it easy. Okay? I hope you understand the message. She tells me that you do. So God bless. And thanks for being with us tonight.
Ariane Daniels. Right?
Yep, Ariane.
Ariane Daniels. So when I connect with your vibration, I feel a female coming through, which is making me feel like things have been hard for you recently. But she wants you to know that you're not alone. That she's with you. Does this make sense? Has a certain female in your family been on your mind? That's what she's making me feel, that she's been on your mind, and she wants you to know. Okay. All right. Well, this is confirmation that she is with you, and I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you.
All right. Christina Hayward. How are you tonight, Christina? Christina, I have a man standing here, and he makes me want to chuckle. just he has that kind of face that just draws you right in. It's very loving vibration about this man, and I'm seeing something like farmer overalls with him. I don't know that he wore the farmer overalls, but that he worked in some type of farming, whether it's with animals, with plants, whatever. Do you know who I'm talking about? And folks, just so that you know, when we do ask like that, yes, you know who it is. Okay, thank you. We're on a 10-second delay here, so sometimes it takes a few moments for the answer to come back. Your grandfather. Okay. I don't feel anything in particular coming from him other than he's glad to see you. He's happy with the way things are going. He said they could be better, but you can't have everything in life. And he just kind of, I just get a very laid back, good feeling with this man. Um, he's saying something that you've accomplished here in the last couple weeks, and I'm not talking Christmas or anything like that, but something of a personal nature that you've just, you finally got the courage to say, that's it, I'm done. I can do this on my own. And he just wants to applaud you, pat you on the back and say, you go. He says, you got what it takes to do this. Just keep going. Don't look back. And he wants you to know that he's going to help you in any way he can from his side of the veil. Okay. Just a lot of love coming from him. Hoping this helps someplace. God bless.
Holly Remus. I when I connect with you, I feel a gentleman here with you for you. This is someone you were close to as a child. Grandfather, possibly. Okay. He wants you to know and I just keep feeling and hearing it's going to be okay. I hope that makes sense. And I feel like hold on to the positive memories, remember the good things. Just a definite reassurance that everything's going to be okay. And a lot of love. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to leave that with you. If anything else comes through, I'll let you know. I'm going to try to work with it a little more.
Okay. Evie Carter, how you doing, sweetie? As soon as your name came up through the feed, all I got was a male voice saying, hang on, it's going to be a hell of a ride. Okay. I believe that this is either your brother or someone like like a brother to you that has been in spirit. I want to say for a while now. But things are changing very rapidly for you. He's saying, literally, when he's saying, hang on, it's going to be a hell of a ride, things are going to happen very quickly. And I wanted to say, just hang on. Don't lose your grip and know that everything's going to come out right side up in the way it's supposed to in the end. I can't help but say that this has something to do with a move of some kind. It's just, difficult timing, to say it the nice way. Okay. But I want to smile. I want to say, I remember those days. Those days in Montana. Okay. It's going to be okay, Evie. Just hang on. It's going to turn out the way you want it to. It's going to have kind of a weird way of showing itself. I hope that makes sense, hon. God bless.
I keep getting pulled from screen to screen, so like it's hard to.
You want me to turn one the other way? Yeah. Turn this one.
Okay.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Lori.
We both tuned in at the same time.
Lori, your mom is here, and she wants you to know you're not failing. Every parent at some point feels that. And she wants you to know if you think that she never felt that, then you're wrong. Because every single parent feels that. I feel like there's major growing pains. But things are gonna work out in the end. You just gotta stand your ground is what I feel coming from her. Don't be afraid to hold the boundaries. Even if they're mad at you for that. Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Okay.
And I hope that makes sense. And I'm gonna leave that with you.
All right, Michelle, help. Yes. I lost my screen out here. I turned the thing around and I lost my screen. I'm sorry. Michelle takes care of all this stuff for us because I'm. Oh,
that's an old one.
It is you. All right, Althea Hollenbeck, how are you today?
I'm usually sitting here, but
okay, Althea. All I'm getting, really big time, is like this dirt road, and it's going in all different weird directions. Nothing seems to be coming together, and the ruts are getting pretty deep. It's symbolic, obviously, and it's symbolic of the way things are in your life right now. And all I can tell you is there is a man here, and he's doing his best to fix the road as you go, literally and figuratively. He's trying to smooth things out, and he says it's just going to take a little bit longer than what you wanted or what anybody else wanted. Okay, stand your ground, keep going in the direction that you're going. Because it encompasses not just your personal life, but your private life or your work life as well. It's just everything all inclusive, and it's just don't back down, keep going forward. You're going to be okay. The bumps and scrapes along the way, those are going to be kind of just deal with them because you'll be fine in the end. I know you probably didn't want to hear any of that, but I have to give it the way it comes in. God bless, hon. All right. Before you go, again, Friday night circles are every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. at 48 Main Street in Fort Plain, and beginning January 8th on a Saturday, circles will be every Friday and Saturday night. So just keep that in mind, and hopefully you'll be able to make it down to some. Okay, I'll shut up now. Your turn.
Okay. If you're being pulled to anyone,
okay,
go ahead.
Then I'll go. All right.
I'm like back and forth and can't decide where I want to go.
Okay. All right. Just so you know, Jessica Bauk, I have not seen her on here yet tonight, but Jessica Bauk has won the free reading. So if you know her, just give her a howl or a shout out for us. I would appreciate it. All right. Hey, Tony.
Hi, Mark. Cassie. Hi, Tony.
Mark, how you doing? Wow. Mark, have you been feeling really closed in lately? Boxed in, closed in? Because all at once when I came to your energy, I literally, I couldn't breathe for a moment. And it's a feeling like I'm being suffocated. Has this been happening with you at all lately? I'm not a medical doctor, and I don't think it's medical. I just feel like you've got a lot of situations closing in on you all at once, and I just want to say, don't let it overwhelm you. Things have been going good for a while. Let's keep them that way. Don't let I want to say, don't let other people's nonsense get in the way of your health and your well-being. And there's a woman standing here telling me this, and I feel like a grandmother with her, but she's dressed really, really nice. But I really feel it's like I don't want to misspeak because I don't want to mess with this woman. She's that type of strength within a family. Hopefully you'll know who I'm talking about. But just there is a lot of love coming from her, but she's saying it's all about self-discipline. I don't know what that includes, with this particular situation. This is where it gets difficult because I don't know what the situation is, and that's okay. All right. You're going to be okay. Just make sure you have all the answers up front before you give an opinion or express an opinion, because that'll keep you out of trouble. And as far as this overwhelming feeling of being suffocated, that's not going to continue at all. All right. That's something it's like coming in like a lightning bolt and saying, that's it. It's done. It's over with. I hope that makes some kind of sense. I just want to say this woman loves you. Just hang in there. She wants only the best for you. And if anything, she's feeling a little, I don't want to say upset, but she's not real happy about the fact that she can't get in there and straighten the whole situation out for you. I believe that when she was here, she used to do that a lot for you. But she's saying you have to stand on your own. You know how to do it. You can get through this. Okay? God bless. I hope that's not too upsetting. But sometimes it gets really weird because I know. All right. He says it makes sense to him. That's good. Thank you.
And that's all that matters, as long as it makes sense. Jessica Hogan. There's a female here for you. I do feel like a grandmother energy with her. She is trying to tell you, you already know the answers. You already know what you need to do. Yes, it's a difficult decision. You're not going to face it alone. You have guidance. Even though you feel like you don't, you have guidance. You have internal guidance. You have divine guidance. Just to listen to your inner compass. That's what I feel. And a lot of love and just support. And she's like, you got this. I'm going to leave that with you.
Okay. I got to ask, is there anyone on here? I haven't seen the name come up yet, but I'm hearing, I want to say hi to Gina. Is there a Gina here? Saying, I want to say hi to Gina. I want to tell her I'm here. She's been waiting for me. Is there anyone by that name on tonight? All right. Well, hopefully it's going to make sense with someone because it's really important. She's really, really adamant about the fact that she wants to say hello to Gina, whoever Gina is. All right. In the meantime, Dylan Shanks. How are you, hon? I feel like I'm pacing. There is a woman here and she's pacing, and I feel like I have to pace back and forth to keep up with her. You're looking at some very major decisions here in the next couple days, and I really feel major. It's nothing, excuse me. It's nothing that's going to rectify itself or fix itself. You've got to jump in and get in the middle of it. This woman here is saying, just be careful. Please be careful that you don't. She's using the term upset the apple cart. I don't know what she's talking about. But she wants you to know that her strength is there with you. You can do this. And she's saying it's not going to be easy. Because sometimes the more you don't want to hurt someone, the more someone gets hurt. And that's not a negative thing. It's just a realization that sometimes it happens in order to right a situation. And that's what she's talking about. She's saying, don't be afraid to speak your piece, but speak it with purpose. And she's saying, speak it with purpose, but speak it with kindness as well. And she laughs. She says, you have a tendency to lose your temper too quick. Can't do that this time. Okay. I hope you understand what I'm talking about, Delynn. Very strong woman. Very strong woman. And it feels good just to have her in the room. But I'll leave that. God bless.
Kiss Midnight. I'm feeling a female with you. She feels very protective of you. I feel like there may be maybe you just got through, or you're in turbulent times, because I sort of felt like turbulence. She just wants you to know that you're protected. That's the biggest thing. Like, I just feel like there's this big bubble of protection around you. I hope that makes sense. If I get anything else with that, I'll let you know. But the strongest thing is just that you're protected, and it's just like this big, strong bubble of protection.
Okay. Kristen Orr. Hi, Kristen.
Thank you. Okay.
Kristen, I know you asked for a Mikey, but as soon as I read that, this young man popped in on my right, and it said she's the only one that could call me that and get away with it. He hated to be called Mikey by anybody else. You were the only one that could do it. And he just wants to make everybody aware of that. He doesn't even like me calling him that. It's Michael. Mike or Michael? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Kristen, have you been out car shopping or vehicle shopping or looking or dreaming or something to do with vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All he's saying is don't be so fast to pick one out. He knows you're anxious. And if you could, you would have had it last week instead of having to wait or go through the motions of looking for a vehicle. But he's saying don't be so quick to pick it, and he's saying don't trust yourself. All right. He's saying turn to somebody else, listen to them. They can help you more than anyone else, but you have to be willing to listen. You have a problem with that sometimes? Not a very nice question. I know we all have that problem sometimes, but all he's saying is just make sure that you ask for help. Get the help that you need. You'll be okay. but don't just settle for the first thing that comes along thinking that, oh, it's going to be okay. This one looks perfect just because you're tired and you don't want to be involved with the shopping and looking. I know that doesn't happen very often with some people, but I feel it does with you. And that's what Michael is telling me. He says he'll give you a boost. He'll let you know when it's the right one. And you'll know it's a message from him. Okay? I'm going to leave that for now. God bless, and good luck with your license. You will pass it, by the way.
Allison Sweet. I feel a man coming in with you, a male energy. Grandfather, did you spend time on the lake? Because like they're showing me a lake. I feel like the message is to connect with the old times, the memories. Okay. They definitely he wants you to spend more time by the water. I feel like it's going to bring you like an inner sense of peace. I just keep seeing the sunset whenever I connect with you. That's what he's showing me, is just the sunsets. Maybe it's to take more time for yourself and to connect with nature. That's the message tonight. I'm going to leave that with you.
Okay, Corinne Shaw. I know you're asking for Serenity Rose, but I'm seeing an older woman like a grandmother figure holding an infant. Was Serenity Rose an infant when she passed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Know that she is being well cared for. She's with family, she's with people that love her, and she's being well cared for. This woman, that's what her whole purpose in coming tonight was to let you know that Serenity is with her and that she couldn't be a more perfect baby. So I'm going to leave that with you for tonight. I don't feel a message other than that coming in right now, other than that, just remember her with love, and she'll grow up, because they do grow in spirit. She'll grow up knowing that love just as much as if she was right here, right beside you. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I mean, it's a short message, but I think it's to the point. God bless, hon.
I'm just going to go back to midnight, because for a minute, it was definitely Nana that I connected with at first. And the protection is so strong because it is coming from all four, as well as your other ancestors. And that's what I have for you for right now. Corinne Shaw asked, is she a short woman? She was who you're just reading for.
She looks a little on the heavy side. She's not grossly overweight, but chunky. But no, she wasn't as tall as I am. I'm like 5'7". She's a little bit shorter than me. But I don't know. I just get a really good feeling with her. Like, this woman knows what she's doing. I keep hearing a term like the baby whisperer. No one else could calm them or figure them out. She was the one in the family that could. Okay, hopefully that gives you an idea better who I'm talking about.
She knows who it is. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Lori Bauer, I know that Jamie here read for you a little bit ago, but this woman won't back off, and I got to give the message, so please just bear with me for a minute. She's standing here, and her hands are on her hips, and she's not angry, but she's being very, very strong in her voice and in the way she's getting it and pronouncing her words. She wants to make sure that you understand and there is no misinterpretation of the message. And that's what I'm getting with her. She's saying, you've done nothing wrong. You've given the child a firm foundation. It's up to them whether or not they choose to continue with the foundation. Either way, don't lose heart. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't handled anything wrong. You're just not handling it the way the child wants. So just bear with it. Stand your ground. You're going to be okay. And I know it doesn't seem possible, but you'll be able to look back on this and just be able to laugh about it, whatever it is. It's going to be one of those stories that you're telling to their spouse, 10, 15 years from now. Remember when? So it really is. It's a good message, but she's here to give you strength and just to let you know that, it's going to be okay. So I will leave that for now.
I had a direction and then it disappeared.
That happens sometimes. I know it happens to me when I get several coming in at one time. It gets a little more difficult.
Whoever was looking for Henry, he says, I already know. You can tell me yourself. You don't. He said, I hear you. I know. Who was looking for Henry here tonight? Because I feel like you've tried to tell him this message yourself, and he wants you to know that he's heard it. Like, he knows. And he's doing what he can to help and to guide you from there. Laura Eklund. Laura, it's you I was talking to with Henry. He just wants you to know you can tell him. He hears you.
She said thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, just to take a second here. Jessica Bauk has won our free reading for this month. So just give me a call tomorrow if she's on here, or I will try to find her. Or if you know her, please give her a message. Just to give me a call and we can set that up for her anytime, the reading. Also, please continue to share the videos because by sharing, that's what gets our name out there, lets people know what we're all about. And that's why we do the drawing for the one free reading at the end of the month. Also, beginning January 8th, circles will be on Friday and Saturday nights. So keep that in mind. I've heard a lot of people saying, Friday night is it's a bad night for them. Maybe Saturday will work. So I'm hoping that, it works out for everyone.
And every circle is a different experience, and it's an amazing healing experience.
Yeah, it is very healing. And it doesn't, that doesn't always mean the physical healing. Sometimes
No.
just the emotional or the spiritual healing that you need.
But you always walk away feeling better afterward.
Okay. I want to say Peg. I don't know if it's Haley or Hallie.
I'm just giggling because, again,
Okay.
I was going to go the same direction.
Oh. Okay. That happens sometimes. All right, Peg. You do crossword puzzles. Because there's a woman here and she's got a book in her hand and she's saying, come on, help me. Help me with these crossword puzzles. I believe this is something that you did with her before she passed. When you were keeping her company or just trying to visit and make her feel better, it always turned out something to do with crossword puzzles. Do you know who I'm talking about? This woman had a passion for them. She also cheated like crazy when she was playing. Or when she was doing them, because she kept going to the back of the book to get to some of the answers. But she's laughing about it. She's thinking it's funny, and she's saying she's caught you doing the same thing at different points in your life. I don't know if it's directly with the crossword puzzles or if those are just symbolic, but that's the way the message comes in. She keeps doing this to my cheek. Are you having problems with the left side of your face or with a jaw or teeth or something? Because I just feel she's trying to bring in a lot of healing here, but she's saying, get it checked, Peg. Don't let it go. You know better than that. You need to get it checked. It's going to be okay. It's not the big problem that you think it is, but it does need to be checked by a dentist. There is some intervention that needs to be taken care of. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now, but I just want to say with the crossword puzzles, I keep wanting to go back to that because it's like I want to challenge her in a crossword game, but she used to love that stuff. I'll leave that for now. God bless.
SMC129. I'm feeling a male coming through with you. This feels like an uncle, possibly, that you are close with, or definitely feels like somebody that you had fun with, but yet was a little bit authoritative, if that helps you figure out who. Does that make sense? Well, he's coming through, and he just wants you to smile more. I feel like you've been a little sad lately. You're going through something. You're never alone.
Saying yes.
Okay. Yeah, he just wants you to know, like, you're never alone. Like, he's always got your back. Like, and just a lot of love, and also some protection as well. And I'm gonna leave that with you for now.
Okay, Farid. I can't even begin to pronounce that last name, and I apologize for that. But you've been asking for Xenon. I'm not getting a Xenon at all. What I am getting is a woman standing here, and it's just she's very adamant about the fact. She's saying, "Stop that. You deserve better. You need to move on." I don't know if this is someone that you were with for a while, the Xenon or whoever, But this woman is adamant. She does not like this person, and she's saying you need to let it go. You need to move on. He's not there for you. Okay. She's saying you deserve so much better than that. She's worried about you. She's worried that you have set your everything on, you put your life on hold for this person. And she's saying, don't do that anymore. Get on with your life. You'll feel better. You'll do better. You've got a lot of possibilities being put in front of you, but you keep pushing them away or pushing them off. Possibilities are opportunities. You keep pushing them away. And she's saying, you need to stop this. You need to start looking at the whole picture and realize that you are so much better off right now. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to give it the way it comes in, and I don't mean to upset you, Farid, but I got to give it the way it comes in. And no, he's not here.
It's both.
Oh, is it what she thinks or what is true? I mean, relations with Xenon. You're right. It's both. It's just.
It's not what she thinks, it's what she knows to be true.
And she literally wants you to walk away from this. I don't have, there's no nice way to put it. It's just, it's the way it's coming in. She's very adamant.
Strong. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but we're going to leave that. God bless.
Kristen Pendleton. I definitely feel your father's energy. Strong and protective, and I don't know if you've been worried that that level of protection isn't there, but he wants to reassure you that it is. And that he is trying to connect with you. And I feel like you know this. And he wants you not to doubt it. I'm going to leave that with you for now. I hope that makes sense.
Jean, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to make Friday circle. We do miss you. But maybe next week you can do Friday or Saturday or both. You have a good new year too. All right, Charlotte Jones, please. Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte, I feel like you're being wrapped in cotton batting. You know, the kind they used to fill the old way they used to fill the quilts with. And the stitching is being very intricate to make sure that you're in here safe, you're cocooned within this cotton batting, and that nothing can hurt you. You've had a rough time. The last couple months have been really rough on an emotional or on a personal level. And there's a woman here, and she used to be a quilter, as a matter of fact, because that's how she's coming through this, what she knows. And she's saying she just wants to make sure that you know that she's with you, that you're not always going to feel this way, and that things are going to get better. But she said, for now, just relax, just sleep, rest. She's saying, let your heart rest for a while. You'll know in a couple weeks, you know, what's going on, and you'll feel a lot better for everything. I know it doesn't seem possible right now, but she's saying, just rest. You're okay. Let us handle it. You're going to be fine. All right. I hope that makes some sense. God bless him.
Christine Horning. So I do feel your dad here. At first, like he was I was being shown like firecrackers, or fireworks, and I couldn't quite decipher it, but I feel like there's a celebration coming your way. Because at first I thought maybe it was just like yours little firecracker, but it's like, no, that's not it. And then he showed me like a celebration. So there's something that you're going to be celebrating soon. I'm feeling like a 6. So within like 6 weeks, 6 months. But there's something very good, very positive, like a need that's going to call for a super celebration. I'm going to leave that with you. Yeah, I feel so excited. Okay, that now I can leave that with you.
Okay, well, we're not worried about that one now.
Mm.
It just went off again. All right. I wanted to back up here just a little bit. Where'd she go? Lisa Ald. Lisa, how are you doing today? I feel, all right, first of all, there's a man and a woman that come in. And the first thing that I feel with you is absolutely, finally, it's done, it's over with. I'm not sure if you're meaning the holidays or a more personal situation in your life. But I'm being told to tell you it's okay to sit back, take a deep breath, and know that you've done everything to the best of your ability. She's saying, stop doubting yourself. You've been doubting yourself an awful lot lately. And she said, that's not like you. What's going on? She doesn't like that. Because she says, you're very self-assured. You know what you're doing, where you're going. And she says, don't look like that. Don't look back. You're okay right where you're at. And she's adamant about that. She's saying things are happening the way they're supposed to. Another 2 months from now, and it's just the brightest sunshine coming in. I don't know why, but that's what she's showing me. Okay, she's telling me that you know what she's talking about. So God bless. Farid, when I said he's not here, it means I'm not picking up on him in any way. I don't feel his energy. I'm not picking up on him. Okay? It was just a woman that came through. Okay, sorry about that. Right.
And you're welcome, Christine. And he loves you so much. Autumn Dane. I have a lot of repeating messages tonight, but again, it's with the internal compass, and like you know the answers. You just have to look within. Sometimes we always want to look to somebody else for guidance, and like I can't decide. But the only way we can make the right decisions is when we look internally into ourselves and ask ourselves what. Trust ourselves, not ask ourselves. Trust ourselves. Trust your inner self. You know what to do. Meditate, make a choice, and stick with it. That's what I feel. And everything's going to be good.
Okay. David, you done?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
David Coons. Hi, David. David, as your name came up on the screen, I could see a very old man's hands, It's like he was pointing to your name. He wants to be remembered. I feel this has to be like a grandparent or a great grandparent just by what I'm only seeing his hands, by the way. I'm not seeing the rest of him. Okay. But I feel like a great grandparent or a grandparent with him. And he's saying that he used to try to teach you things when he was here, but you and him never really got along real well. And he's laughing about that because he's saying that's okay. That was back then. He says, I love him more than he knows. And regardless of what was in the past, he's still my number one. I don't know what that means, but he wants you to know that he loves you. He's saying that, what you're going through right now is just temporary, to say the least. He says within the next couple days, you're going to see a big change in everything around you in your entire life. Because the change that is coming, I don't know if it's just with the new year, with the vortex everyone's talking about. But I do know that things are going to change rapidly. And when they do, it's like I'm just seeing this big grin on your face saying, okay, we find it. He was right. We got through it. Okay. Just if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, please remember that we talked about it. Okay. Because like I said, 2 hours from now, you'll understand what we're talking about. Hello, Nina. Good to see you, dear.
Hello, Nina.
All right, we're looking at, we are at time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to give one more quick one, and then I'll close the show down.
Okay. I'm not getting a positive direction, and my mouth is like so dry.
Okay, that's all right. It happens. All right, folks, I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. It's always been a pleasure. We love doing this kind of work, just for the record.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to just express to everyone, I hope we can see you on Friday night for the circle. It'll be the last one for the year, and it's usually a pretty powerful one. But more than that, I want to wish everyone well. It's been one hell of a year for a lot of people. And just keep it positive going into the new year, please. Keep it positive. The more positive you are, the more positive can come into your life. And I know I'm not talking out my head, all right? It's very difficult to do. But you can manifest the happiness and all the well-being that you want in your life just by keeping things positive. Okay? Give it a shot. It's worth the try. Thank you for joining us. God bless and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.